Hello everyone, welcome to the Strategy Meeples YouTube channel. I'm Kapil and this is game 2 of my game with GreenCheckRedX on Board Games Arena for Castles of Burgundy. So let's just jump right into the game. So we are playing on board number 6, identical board for both the players, and this is the first edition of the game. Yeah, let's get started. So I believe we both start in the center. Yep. Okay, so I roll a 3 and a 6 and they roll a 4 and a 5. So this is, again, like I said, this is game 2. In game 1, GreenCheckRedX won. They had like a huge 30-40 point win over us. So I'm really hoping to make like a good comeback in this one. So let's see how it goes. So they roll a 4 and a 5. We roll a 3 and a 6. We are player 1. So we definitely want ideally like 2 water just to be player 1 going into the new rounds. So that's what we do. I think that is the right move here. It's tempting to go for the mine or some other buildings, but we really want player 1 control on this board. With the 4 and the 5 that they have, I think I would probably just take a mine and water if I were them. Okay, so we roll a 2 and a 5. So in this case, I did go for a castle. I'm thinking I could make a connection somehow, like either going top like this or maybe something like this. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, actually I don't take the castle. I take the boarding house. Yeah, I think I do like the boarding house in the early stages because it gives you that 4 workers, so that can be really useful going into a new round. And our opponent rolls a 1 and a 6. Okay, so they place the water, get that double turn. This is a strategy that you'll see, I guess, at all levels, where if your opponent is for sure going to be player 1, you don't want them to place both the water before you. You want to place at least 1 water so that you can get like a double turn. So in this case, by placing the water and selling goods, they kind of get like this double turn. So now they can go twice. 4 and a 5 for them and double 5s for us. Okay, that's a really good move. Nice combo by them. By picking up the bank, they ensure that we are really strapped for silver. Because they also have the mine, so I really need to sell some goods if I want to go into the new round with 2 silver. Okay, so now we place our water, so we get to go again. 2 and a 6. I think that's actually a pretty good roll for us because with the 6 I can sell goods, and with the 2 I could place the water maybe, or I could even, I don't know. Yeah, or I could place the water with the 6, get this 2 and sell with the 2. That's also an option. Or I could go for animals, okay. That's interesting. Looking back, I don't think that was that like a necessary move, so I would have been surprised if I did that. This is the more safer move because that 2 silver into a new round is more important than placing any early animals. Okay, so our opponent with a 1 and a 6. That's great. They can just place the bank, and with the 6, I mean, just take workers. 3 and a 5 works out. We can sell the 4. I'm not going to sell the 2, I think, because there's already a 2 on the board. So there's a chance I could pick it up later again. So maybe just sell the 4, yeah, and just take workers, I think. And our opponent with a 5 and a 6, so probably just place the mine with the 5 and then take workers. Wow, that is quite the roll. So it's phase B, and the first round of phase B, we are player 1. So there's 2 water. So my thinking right now is I want to pick one of these waters up. And if we look at the black market, there's tile number 24 and tile number 25, both of which are like really strong tiles. In this case, I actually value tile number 24 over 25 because tile number 25 can be a trap sometimes. If you're player 1, and in this case I am, so I'm going to maintain like a strong control over water and over like the double goods that show up on the board. So even if my opponent goes for water, I'm going to make sure they don't end up with like a huge surge of goods that they can sell. And in turn, like even if they pick up tile number 25, I'm going to make sure that they don't score like 10 plus points from it. It doesn't always work out. That's just the strategy I go for if my opponents end up with tile number 25. Tile number 15, you cannot do much because tile number 15 means that they just have to sell one good of each type. So in this case, technically, if they play like the perfect game, you just need to sell 6 goods and you have already earned 18 points. Whereas tile number 25 requires you to pick up like more stacks of goods and build up big stacks and sell those to get points. So that's a little more easier to control. Okay, so 6 and a 6. I think I just take a water and a mine if I'm not wrong. I think that makes sense. Okay, our opponent with a 2 and a 5. Let's see what they do. They definitely should pick up tile number 25. In this case, maybe the other water. And with the 2, could even go for the other castle. They actually sell goods. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay, so I'm thinking about doing that. I don't think we need to place this water just yet. So maybe I don't end up doing it. Let's see. Okay. The reason I was a little hesitant looking back on placing that water is because now my opponent has the chance to, if they place this water like as the last tile, they can potentially get like 2 or 3 goods from a single depot. So I should have probably delayed that, but I guess I didn't want to give them like a double turn, like going over me and taking tiles twice. So that's why I just placed it. Okay, so they have a 1 and a 6. Okay, so we place that with the 1. Okay, and we pick up the Carpenter's Workshop. The Carpenter's Workshop can be really good for completing like these small regions, or even like this region of 3. It's really useful for that. It's just a good building tile for getting region completion bonuses, not as much for like points unless you have the yellow tile for it. Okay, 5 and a 6. Okay. I'm deciding what to do because I still need to sell a good to be able to go into the new round with 2 silver. So it's just a puzzle I'm trying to figure out. I think this is the way to go because I can always take the church into the new round and pick up a mine I can place it, pick up a mine or castle. So yeah, holding the church I think is fine here. So they have a 6 and a 6. So we roll a 1 and a 3. So I place that with the 3. And then I just sell goods. Okay, I think that's good. Then I take workers. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I agree with that. They have a 1 and a 4. So probably just place the town hall, place the warehouse somewhere like maybe 5, and then take workers maybe. It's an option for them. Okay. So yeah, this is the third round of the game. So how are we doing points wise? So they have a lead over us, but not like a huge lead. And we have control over water, so we don't want to give that up. So in phase C, you can see that there's like 3 water on the board. So we want like 2 of this to be able to make sure that we are player 1 into the next round. So I think I'm going to be looking to do that. And how can I do that easily? I think I can just take a water from the bank. I mean from the black market. Can take a water from 1. And then with the 2, the remaining 2, I can probably just place the church over here and pick up a castle or mine. In this case, I might pick up the castle just because my opponent still needs a water to get connection to this castle. Actually, I might pick up a mine. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think there's a good argument for both. It's just seeing your opponent's die roll and what you think they might do. Yeah, I think I'm really deciding what to pick up, a castle or a mine. Actually, I go there. That's interesting. Okay. Guess I'm saving workers. There is enough building, so I will be able to complete this region of 2. So there's no need for me to waste a worker to place a church. Okay, so we take that. And we pick up a mine. Okay, we pick up a mine. So yeah, again, our reasoning was in this case, we picked up the mine because our opponent will definitely need like a yellow to get connection to this castle. Or they would need like an animal or water. So just a little more, they still need a few more tiles to make that connection. So I guess I took that into consideration. Okay, they have a 3 and a 6. Let's see what they go with. Okay, so they take that double turn, so that's good for them. Take a water, place it. 5 and a 5, it's not the best roll because I still want the castle if I was them. And now to get it, you have to spend like 3 workers. Oof. It is what it is though. Okay, so they take animals, they take a boarding house. So we try to go for a double turn now. We take the town hall. How do we like that? I think we really like that because now we can place the mine with the 3, and with the other 3 I'm just going to take the castle. That's really got lucky with the rolls there. Opponent with a 1 and a 3, so they could just complete this region of 4 buildings if I was them. Yeah, for us, this is absolutely the move we want to make because there's no other tile I need on the board right now. Like I could literally just place all the tiles I have and go into the new round and take workers at some point. So 1 and a 3 for them. Yep, that's a good move for them. 1 and a 6. So again, we are really getting lucky with our rolls here. With the 1, we can place the town hall. Maybe pick up one of these buildings if we want to, or place the castle. So we have a lot of options. Okay, so we pick up, so we are still deciding. Let's wait till we finish our move because I like to do a lot of undos. So it's always a mystery what the final decision is. Okay. Okay. It's, okay, still deciding. I think one of the reasons like I play really good in turn-based is because I can do a lot of undos. Whereas in a live game, I don't get to do as many undos, like I'm under time constraints, so I don't like do the best in live games. That's something I've noticed. So I need to do a better job of just figuring out my move and then playing it instead of like just making a bunch of moves and deciding which one I like the most. For live games. It's just an observation. Okay, our opponent has 1 and a 2. So we ended up picking yellow tile number 3, which I really like. Still phase C, so I think we will definitely get good use out of it. We only have 1 water left, so at most we'll probably have like 3 uses, maybe 4 uses. Maybe 5, but that's thinking too far ahead. Even with 3 uses, it's kind of like 3 points because it's giving us an extra silver when we sell goods. So that's a lot of utility. They have this, by the way, is like really strong in the first round in phase A. So if you see this in one of your games in phase A and there's no better tile than this, I mean, the only better tiles than this or comparable tiles to it would be any of these huge bonus tiles like tile number 15, tile number 24, I would probably prioritize over it. Tile number 25, maybe. Actually, yeah, tile number 25. And if you have player control, it's really strong. But utility-wise, I think only tile number 12 can provide as much utility as this tile. Tile number 13 can be really strong too early on. But yeah, this is like a top, it's like a top 5 tile in the first round. So definitely go for it if you can. Let's see. So our opponent with a 1 and a 2. Okay, so they are starting to work on their region of 4 animals, which they should because they have completed their 2 region of buildings and they're not sure if they want to start on the 6 yet. So better to just get started on their animals. And okay, so last round of the game, we have 6 and a 3, so that's perfect. We can place that with the 6, take workers with the 3. Yeah, I think that's the only move we can make here. Our opponent with a 2 and a 3. Okay, so they place it at the top and take workers. Okay. All right, so phase D, and we roll a 1 and a 2, and our opponent rolls a 5 and a 6. So we still haven't placed any animals, if you notice, and we have the bonus tile for animals. So I'm not rushing to place animals right now. I'll probably want to block my opponent from completing one of these regions or completing all their animals if I can. But I also want to like block them from completing this region of 6 water. And plus I want to complete castles and mines before them. So a lot of things we need to juggle and figure out how to go about. Okay, so let's see how we do it. Okay, so I'm deciding. I wonder if I take double water, even though we don't need the double water. I wonder if we take it just to make it really hard for our opponent to complete their water. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's still going, still figuring out. Okay, I think we do decide to do that. I think that's a good move because now our opponent needs like 3 water. They only have 1 water from here. So they would need like 2 water in the last round. And if only like 2 water shows up, we can just take 1 of them and block them. Or if 3 water shows up, we can still take like 2 water and block them. So it's a lot of points. Like it's 6 points. So that's 21 points plus 2 points in the last round. So 23 points for them to complete it. So yeah, I'm definitely looking to block them on that. Okay, so they go for a mine, they go for the sheep, and they go for the other cows to start working on this region too. That's good. So we pick up the other cows as soon as we can by discarding a water because it's still like what, 8 points for us with tile number 24. Okay, so we are deciding what to do. Okay, that's a good in-between move. We take the market and place it, and now we can get the cows, plus it helps us get closer to completing this region of 4. So I like that. 4 and a 6 for them. Okay, so they are actually now starting to work on their region of 6. Something to note. Oh man, that was really nice to see. Getting all those pair of 5 goods. Perfectly lined up by selling the 2 and placing the castle and the water. Yeah, that's really cool when combos like that happen. So again, we are denying them a lot of points because they have tile number 25, so they could really use all these pair of goods. So I definitely want to make sure that I get those before them. And then we just pick up Watchtower for this last spot. It's also really good completion tile, really good building in the last 2 stages of the game because it's just raw points for you. A 4 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay, so yeah, we roll a 5 and a 3. So with the 5, we just complete this region, and with the 3, I might just take workers here. Let's see. I'm not sure what I do with the 3. Yeah, I took workers because I don't want to place these cows in any of these 4 regions because I don't think there'll be enough animals for me to finish it. So I would rather finish this region of 2 and place it there. 3 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay. So they still want to pick a water because if a lot of water shows up in the last round, they don't want to be like, oh, if I'd only picked up 1 ship in the previous round. So 4 and a 4 for us. That is just exactly what we wanted. You can place those animals in the top and then just take workers because we really want to block our opponent in the last round on animals, water, stuff like that. So we want a lot of workers, a lot of flexibility. 3 and a 3 for our opponent. That's good for them. Okay, so what is going on? So there's 2 water on the board. So our opponent needs 2, so we just need to take 1 water to make sure that they are blocked. What else? There's there's three sets of animals, so our opponent needs two of them. So that's something else to take into consideration. I think we just take one water here. I do want to finish the mines before them if I can. Yeah, there's many ways that we can go about this, but I think we should have this. If we look at the buildings, right? So they need like 4 types of buildings to finish this region of 6. They can use the watchtower. They can use the boarding house. They can use the town hall, but they cannot use the bank. So they only have 3 types of buildings available to them. So they cannot complete this region. That's automatically decided for them. So I don't even need to look at blocking them on any of it. So that makes my decision process easier. So yeah, I just take a water, take the pigs, and take the chickens. Okay. And the reason we didn't go for a mine is because there's 2 mines. So if we want to complete this, we can still complete it because our opponent also needs 1. So we can both get a mine. Even if we are not player 1, that's fine. We have essentially blocked them from completing a region of 6 and from completing a region of 4. So that's a lot of points that we have blocked them on. Plus, both these tiles are a lot of points for us because of this tile number 24. So you can really see how strong this tile can be. Okay, so our opponent with a 2 and a 3. The game's kind of decided at this point. There's really nothing they can do. Like, they have nowhere to earn points. There's no point in them placing this water. It's useless building towards more buildings. And there's only 1 animal, which is like just 3 points. They can sell goods, but their actions are really restricted at this point. Whereas we can place all the tiles. We have a lot of goods to sell. So that's just the advantage of being player 1. In this case, I still want to complete this yellow if I can. I think that's good. So maybe I place one of these animals and pick up this tile. Let's see. Yeah, I just discard the water and pick it up because I don't need that water. Okay. Opponent with the 3 and a 4. So they want to complete that region too. Okay, so we sell goods and we take a boarding house. So we took that because again, we got the bonus tile for it. Plus it will give us enough workers to make sure that we are able to place all these tiles. Okay, 4 and a 4 for our opponent. Sell goods and take workers. We place our boarding house now. And we complete that region of 3. Okay, and the last few turns of the game, so our opponent sells goods. So they did reach 10 points with it, like they sold 10 goods, so that's 10 points. But yeah, we really, by being blocked on the water so much, they were really hindered from catching up or like scoring more. And we can just double sell. I mean, that's a lot of points for us. Or actually place that mine. Yeah, I forgot about that move. I think I was calculating at this point what makes sense. I think I just decided to place the mine. Our opponent with the 3 and a 3. That is game though. So 174 to 139. So it was like the opposite of our first game, in which our opponent won by like a big lead. In this one, we won this one with a big lead. And most of our points just came from being player one and doing a lot of blocks. And we completed like the water bonus, we completed the ships, the castles. We even completed the mine, but we let our opponent complete the mines before us. But in doing so, we blocked them from completing their animals. And they just got unlucky on their buildings. Even if they did get to complete their buildings, I still think we would win. But yeah, that's game. And yeah, it was a good game. So it's a tie. If we do end up playing at some point in the future, we'll see how that game goes. But yeah, thanks for joining. If you like these Castles of Burgundy replay videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.